Welcome back to another episode of the $100 to $10,000 series, where I invest $100 every month to the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF until it grows to $10,000. This week, we're down 2.49%, and overall, we're up 13.32%. And in this video, I'm going to introduce to you guys some of my favorite resources to use when I research stocks. The first website is finviz.com. And when you first go onto the website, you'll be able to see a big map of reds and greens on the right. And if we click on it, we'll be able to see the enlarged image of the map, and it basically shows us all the companies on the S&P 500. And this map divides up the S&P 500 by sector. So for example, we have the technology sector that includes stocks like Microsoft, Intel, Apple, and then the financials like Visa, JP Morgan, Bank of America, Berkshire. Communication services like Google, Facebook, Verizon, Disney. And so what I like about this map is that it allows us to quickly see what happened in the stock market in a given day. And if you want to check out the 1 year performance, you just click on this tab here and click 1 year performance, and it'll show the same map but with the performance of the companies in 1 year. And if we click on one of these stocks that we want to take a closer look at, it gives us a summary of all the different analysts' target prices for the stock. So when you start to research companies, you can have expert opinions on their price targets and compare it with your own targets. The one issue with this function though is that since it is a free resource, it doesn't update as fast as the other paid resources. So that's one thing to keep in mind if you decide to refer to these numbers. Another useful data point that we can find here is the short interest in the company. Especially for traders, they like to look at the momentum of the stock and how much short interest in the company. For example, we see here the number called short float. And this is the percentage of stocks that are out in the market that are being used to short Microsoft stock. Basically, this is the amount of stocks that are being used by investors who are betting that Microsoft stock will drop in price. And scrolling down, there's a lot of articles that are updated throughout the day that are relevant to the stock that you're looking at, so you can follow with the latest news of the company. And near the bottom of the page, there's a section that outlines the insider trading. So when a board member or executive at the company buys or sells stock of the company, that will show up here. And insider trading can be a useful tool if used correctly. Usually, executives will sell their stocks because they want to buy a new house and not necessarily because they don't believe in the company. But when an executive buys more stocks of the company, then it's usually a good sign that the people that run the business actually believes in the strong growth of the company in the future. And before we move on, there is one more useful feature that this website has, which is the screener function. So here you can filter stocks depending on various criteria, like if you want to look for a new stock to invest in, but you only want to invest in mega cap stocks because you want to find a company with a lot of float or trading volume, and you want to invest in a relatively developed company with a business plan, simply click the market cap section and click mega cap. And then it'll show all the companies that are in the mega cap category. Or if you want to find a stock to hold onto as a resource of passive income, you may be looking for a stock with a certain level of dividend yield. So you go to the dividend yield tab and click on the dividend yield that you want the company to have, and then it'll screen that for you. And if you're looking for more of a new company that just IPO'd, there's a filter for that too. So if we go here and click on in the last month, it'll show us all the companies that IPO'd in the past month. And there's a stock from this list here that I will be making a video on about soon. So let me know down in the comments if you can guess which company I will be researching next. The next website is investing.com. There's a lot of similar features to this website as the first one, but the feature I like to use is to go on the economic calendar. To go to the economic calendar, go to the Tools tab and click on Economic Calendar. Once you're there, click on the Filters tab, clear all, and then click on the United States, and then click on Apply. And there's a lot of miscellaneous items here, like crude oil imports, which we really don't care about, unless you're invested in the crude oil industry. So what I like to do is to look at the items with stars of 2 or higher. So next week we have things like the core retail sales coming out. And if you're invested in real estate or malls, this metric may be something that you want to check. And something like the Fed interest rate decision, which we covered in many of our videos, will be announced on Wednesday. So I would recommend going over these once a week, and if there's an item that you are looking forward to, then mark it on your calendar so that you know when the report will be available. The next site is BAM SEC. This site is a great free tool for looking up SEC filings of companies that you're interested in. Typically, you can use the SEC's EDGAR system to look up financial statements, but I think the BAM SEC organizes its documents in a way that's easier for investors to read. So to find the company that you want to research, simply type in the ticker of the company. So for example, let's take a look at Walmart's SEC filings. Then we type in Walmart's ticker symbol, which is WMT. And the site conveniently organizes all SEC documents into different categories, like the financials documents, the prospectuses and registrations, the ownership, the proxies, and the news. And if you want to look at the latest documents released, just click on the chronological tab. And then it'll show you the latest filings, separated by non-ownership documents and ownership documents. And all transcripts of conference calls are listed as well, but this feature requires a paid subscription, but you should be able to find the actual transcripts online at various websites, like Seeking Alpha or The Motley Fool. That's going to do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe with the notification bell icon turned on. And let me know down in the comments your favorite free resources to use, and I'll see you guys in the next one.